Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. A grand final we have on our cards today, and it's between none other than Bravado yet again reaching that grand final. And then we have White Rabbit Gaming, arguably the number one and number two team in KyleHypz currently. But as we all know, these games do get tight, they do get tough, and I'm sure we'll have a game on our hands. But before we get into any further circumstances, I just want to name one that if I bring the names up for you guys right there, and I'm firstly going to look at the side of White Rabbit Gaming. Now, the big difference here is that a mistake by Clanko. Clanko, unfortunately, won't be to play this match, so White Rabbit Gaming's sixth, that is SlayerJay, will fit into that slot. Yeah, it's something that we sometimes I can imagine the comms and how WRG is feeling about it, dropping out a pivotal player like Clanker out of the team. He unfortunately can't be there, so SlayerJay will be fitting in right there. But nevertheless, it's still a very, very good White Rabbit Gaming team. You have Sharpie, that's the captain there. Nato, you're looking at him to as his IGL to lead the guys to victory. Then my question for Clanker would have been, if he was that main guy to step up today, I think this White Rabbit Gaming team might have a chance to overcome the giants that is Bravado Gaming. But he's unfortunately not here, and SlayerJay will fit in. Then we have Cerberus. We all know his high sensitivity and what he brings to the mat or to every single game they play. He's also an ex-Bravado Gaming player. And then we have KyleHypz, arguably as well the best Saw player currently in Call of Duty South Africa. The man's a legend, shot some 3,000 bots on stream last night, so you know he's ready for this matchup. Unfortunately, it won't be with his full team. Then on the side of Bravado, we have this full-studded lineup from the captain Lithium that's running that Sorg. We have Inferno. We know how good he is with that IC on hand and his IGL. They're gonna count on him to lead the team to victory on Bravado's side. We know about Rahil, literally one of the guys with the sharpshooters, doesn't miss a bullet. We have Kohvz, ex-EN player that's also a pivotal player in Bravado Gaming. And then we have Scorpio 987 as well, rounding the team out for Bravado Gaming. And just looking at both teams, they really, really are stacked, and we're sure to have a very good match on our hands right here. But now we're going to turn our sights to the maps that these two teams will be playing, and we're starting off with a hardpoint Arsenal. Now we know how good Bravado can be on Arsenal. We always talk about the control on Arsenal, and I do think that they most likely would walk away with a W on that first map. Then we're going to see two gridlock maps, Search and Destroy and Control. If you're thinking, okay, well, what maps can White Rabbit Gaming maybe feather away from Bravado? Maybe a hard point, Search and Destroy, but I think it's out of their control, excuse the pun, out of their control on Control, as a Bravado probably the best team currently on Control. So it's going to be very, very tight, but I still think Bravado is going to edge it out. Arsenal, Hardpoint, Gridlock, Search and Destroy. We've got Gridlock, Control. Then if the guys from White Rabbit can walk away with at least one map, we're going to see some more frequency Hardpoint and then a frequency Search and Destroy. It is going to be close, but as I mentioned, White Rabbit Gaming not here with their full team, so they're going to all have to go off. Every single person is not going to have to give 100%. They're going to need to give that 150 just to edge things out. And now I'm just looking for an invite for one of the players so I can join on them. I can see everyone from or in the chat saying Heroes is here. We have Hypes as well, one of the players playing in this matchup. We have Psycho in here, one of the Fortnite players come watching some Call of Duty. We have replays there. I was the base card player from back in the day. Doubt to believe that, but welcome to the stream. But Hype says no, we're gonna 3-0 Bravado and Control, so at least he is positive in that front. Hero saying at least try and take a map. But now I'm waiting for an invite. Someone pop me an invite so we can get this game underway. And if you're already tired of hearing my voice, you can here at the rest of the series. Unfortunately, couldn't get myself a co-caster, and that is my apologies. I'll get you one for the next game. Levkov coming in with that beautiful green wall, and I've got a feeling it's going to be all blue, with Bravado Gaming taking on White Rabbit Gaming. And just another look at the names here of both sides. And then the log. Let's quickly check at the log the way that these two teams reached the final. I'm going to start off with the White Rabbit Gaming, starting off with a swift 3-0 against Origin Esports. Then finding their way along against Energy Esports, and then 3-0ing them as well. Most people would say that's quite a shocking result, but White Rabbit Gaming, they are the real deal, coming out with the 3-0 against Energy Esports, where then they followed along to play OK Gaming and a 3-0 there. So their way all the way to a grand final is just a swift 3-0. No one in their way, not dropping a single map. And you can see the same story from Bravado Gaming. Bravado 3-0 against Ventus, then follows a 3-0 against AKA Black, and then a 3-0 against EGSA Elite. So from both sides, not dropping a map, and we're going to see if Bravado can keep a clean sweep, if WRG can do the same thing. But it's going to be very, very close. And just looking at the log, we can see Vinko was in there against Energy Esports. I think the only guys that I've not seen in the log is Crypto. Hopefully they could have taken part, and it would have made everything a bit more interesting. We know how hard they can play things. If we take things back to the Debonair's ACGL Cup, where they took Energy Esports right down to the wire. So it would have been nice to see them in here. But nevertheless, it is Bravado versus White Rabbit Gaming. And now I can join on the players and we can get this game underway. And this is at this stage where I want to know from you guys, what is your predictions? Just keep in mind, yes, White Rabbit Gaming not playing with their full lineup. Clanko unfortunately not here with some I think they have some family business that they need to take care of. He can't be here, so SlayerJay is filling in. But what is White Rabbit Gaming's chances? What is their chances to maybe come out here and cause an upset? It's maybe not that. I wouldn't say it's really, really going to be difficult for them with a full lineup of Bravado. Yes, they've gone overseas. They've proven they can hang with the big dogs. And I think one of those things that we can speak about is when Bravado went to CWL London, knocking out the French qualifier champions. And I think that obviously motivated this Bravado team to keep grinding. And that's what they've done. Even when they came back home, they got straight online and started grinding again. So I think from Bravado Gaming, it's going to be a clean sweep, if you're asking me. But I can see Heroes, Ethan carried. They're talking about Crypto. I can see that. But we can see Delray voice sounds like the ocean on a Sunday morning sunrise. Damn, I think that's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me. But thank you very much, Promotes. I do appreciate that one. And we can see Hypes is still in here. Redham is in here as well. Someone saying, where is Crypto? Yeah, I wonder where Crypto is. I would have liked them to see them in this cup, but we're still waiting for the guys to join up so we can get this underway. And just reverting back to those maps, if we're going to take it play by play, Arsenal Hardpoint, from White Rabbit Gaming's perspective, you're probably looking at maybe if they can take out the Soul players and make it life difficult for Lithium and Scorpio on the side of Bravado. And we know from White Rabbit Gaming we have Hypes, and I think maybe it's going to be the captain Sharpie that will pull out one if they do need it. But if we're looking at IGL, both teams, IGL is really, really good. Bravado has Inferno and White Rabbit has LiLNato. Two legends of the game. They've been here for a long, long while, so they know exactly when to rotate, when to take a gunfight, when not. And I think a big thing that watching this week's streams, that Inferno always, like, just watching tens, and a lot of Call of Duty South African guys streams their tens, and just having a listen on from Inferno's side, always saying don't get too frantic in your call outs, stay calm and don't repeat everything 10 times. Get the comms down to a T, and I think that's gonna happen for the guys from Bravado. And for guys from White Rabbit, maybe a different story with SlayerJay subbing in. I can imagine he hasn't got too much scrum time in with the White Rabbit Gaming team, but we can see now if we can get into the first map. We're still waiting for Sharpie has joined, so I think the guys from White Rabbit Gaming is full now, and now we're just waiting for Kohvz. Yeah, we're just waiting for Kohvz, and then we can get this one underway. Mons, we can see is here, Vogam in here as well, one of the Gamma players, and read him saying Kerry is this super sub. Yeah, Kerry is still a 6th of Ian. If anyone wants to pick him up, hey, that's a legend of a player. Get him on your lineup. He's going to improve you every single day. Lord Lyle is in here as well, one of the crypto lads. And yeah, guys, it's going to be an interesting game nevertheless. So hopefully we can get into this game as quick as possible and start it. I think it's not going to be too long of a match, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. But yeah, my prediction for this one is a 3-0 to Bravado Gaming. And if you guys are so kind in chat to drop me your predictions, what do you think is going to be the scoreline here? 3-0, 3-1, or even a 2-3 to maybe White Rabbit? What do you guys think? Drop it into the chat, and I'll read them as we go along. And here we go. Every single person is on this map, and I now actually forgot to change the colors there, but we'll quickly recognize whose team is which. And Euro's dropping a 3-0. And Caden, I think you need to turn that around, because we've only been receiving a 3-0. But nevertheless, here we go into this match, and just checking the lineup from this team. Don't know who I'm spectating here, but we've got a Maddox, 2 Sorgs, 1 ICR, so 2 Maddox, 2 Sorgs, and 1 ICR. We'll see now who we jumped on board with, but I think from Bravado side we jump on board with maybe Inferno, the IGL, and we can see if we can maybe get things underway with him. And so there we go, with the scoreboard up for you guys right there, and Inferno jumping on board with him. Let's see what he can do with his team as they're shooting through mid. We can see player number 2, that is Scorpio, is going window, but it will be met by one of the White Rabbit Gaming players, that is KyleHypz, that he gets taken out, but just contested for the moment. Inferno does pick up one, and it's all yellow at the moment. Yes, yellow is the color now for Bravado, and the red is for White Rabbit Gaming, so don't get too confused because of that. But the first points is going to the side of Bravado Gaming. Is contested for the meanwhile, but the rotation comes in and Inferno gets taken out from behind, but Hypz is on the kill, and we can see there he gets that kill, gets rotation now. And if they can keep this, as in Lithium comes up with his counterpart, the other Sorg, and he comes in a punch there that doesn't connect. But early rotation, yes, White Rabbit Gaming got it down. Early rotation, they need to keep this now, and I can think it's going to be a hell of an uphill battle as Bravado is flooding from the front. And that's what I just said. It's going to be very difficult for White Rabbit Gaming to stop this onslaught of Bravado as they come right in from the front, causing an upset, getting into the hill, and Lithium just jumping out, taking care of business on the outside. SlayerJay will be contesting Lithium. No, he's just sitting back on his head glitch. And keep an eye on player number 7 and player number 6. They already rotated off to next. And player number 2, if we can jump on board with Scorpio, he's going to be the big player. If he can get the kill, unfortunately he can't, as Hypz just turns and burns, and he is 4-4. So he's going to be that guy for White Rabbit Gaming to keep on slaying out, as he can't pick up 2 there. But for White Rabbit Gaming, well, they did maybe just put a stop in the tracks for Bravado there. They would have gotten early time. But it is in the hands of Bravado yet again. Player number I wanted to say 10, that is Sharpie. He gets taken out, and it's all yellow at the moment. And the big player to look for yet again is 7 and 3, the leading scorer for Bravado. If he can keep this going, I think it might just be all one-sided, but it looks like WRG is just flooding the back. And as we can see, it's all yellow yet again. We don't have a spot of orange in that, as Rahil picks up SlayerJay, but Inferno already with that IGL is sent over, but help has come together there with a good trade for White Rabbit Gaming. Player number 2 is Scorpio. He's just playing that corner at the bottom. He does get spotted, but will be taken out from behind. Player number 5 is Kohvz. He's in the middle with the KN. And maybe another thing to mention with the KN is, since, let's say, since I've seen the Raving Mad Gamers Land, I saw fanboys with the KN, and after that it was Waffle picking it out at that I think Vinko versus Ian. He pulled it out, and we keep seeing it more and more and more. The KN being now in the meta, as Rahil picks up too, and it is very different to, well, most people just subscribe it as a gun that's shooting rockets. It sounds immense, but the scoreline is still very, very close. LiLNato is 10 and 8. Maybe KyleHypz can pick things up. He's currently double negative, so that's 5 and 10. But we all know what a good player he is. He'll pick things up as quick as possible as rotation comes down yet again, and we can see it's yet again that Bravado team. And that's what I mean by the IGL and how they communicate with each other. They play Call of Duty technically correct at this, as the war machine has been popped there by Sharpie, but it is Inferno taking out Sharpie there, making sure he doesn't get any more. Hypz comes in with the Blixum, and this is might be the stage where White Rabbit Gaming can regain the lead and keep working on this lead, and maybe just take this hard point. And every single time after rotation, we just see it's yellow again and no orange. And the thing is, they need to get these kills, is White Rabbit. If they want any chance in this map, it is going to have to come from slaying out players. Yes, WRG is maybe not playing at their full potential with SlayerJay coming in and Clanko going out. SlayerJay as 5 and 12, so that is just what I mean, as it's not a full team. And the war machine has been popped by Rahil, and he does just stop it himself. He's 85 off streaks, so we'll stay on board with him. He's on a 4 streak. Lithium is on a 6 streak. So those two is going to be coming very pivotal for this Bravado Gaming team. If they can keep doing this, it's going to be all over. As we know, the following hill is all out in the open, so that will make it things difficult. And the following 2 hills actually is all out in the open, as Rahil picks up 1 score streak. Can't find the other one, but Lithium has died as well. And the only thing Bravado can walk away with there is that lightning strike from Bravado. Rahil rotation is going to come through, but I don't think Bravado is too worried about rotation, with Rahil having that lightning strike in hand. And we'll just stay on board with him, see if he can maybe find one there. He does find LiLNato, and one on his right hand side. If you can just pick him up, yes, they do. And yet again, it's just trades, no one running on their own. They've got the spawns at the back, and it really does look flawless from Bravado. The scoreline might be close, but every single rotation it's Bravado there. They do take control, and if you WRG, they just need to come out, not lose gunfights, and when they do die, just get those trades in. And we all know how crucial those rotations are, getting that first pick and not spawning out. And we can see now the scoreline 155 points and building for the Bravado guys, and WRG still on 118 points. And here's another example. If we're bringing up our minimap, we can see play number 4, or just look at all your yellow arrows. They have all made their rotation at 20 seconds already. They had their rotation over, and it's going to be the guys from White Rabbit Gaming that needs to break in, and it starts with RahilBux as RahilBux gets the 2-piece with the gravity slam. The Tempest has been pulled out, and it's pulled out by the opposing team, that is Inferno. So Inferno accidentally killed one of his own teammates, and he does find one. The score streaks come in from Rahil, making the guys from White Rabbit Gaming just, as almost I wanted to say, does Inferno to turn on someone there. But RahilBux yet again comes out with the 2-piece, does die in that action. But it is still White Rabbit Gaming that is going to contest for every single second they can. Can't find a kill is RahilBux. LiLNato does clean up one player, does clean up Kohvz as well. But it is again Bravado that is rotated. And maybe if you're WRG at this stage, you're saying, guys, let's just concentrate a bit more on rotation and then take it from there. Lithium coming up with these gravity slam of his own, picking up 2, just as RahilBux has done the previous round. The Vision Pulse has been popped. LiLNato getting a good kill there on Lithium. And at this stage, you're probably saying to Kohvz, stay alive, you're the big player, as he was getting his Vision Pulse. But he is now 175 points, or make that 160 points away from his streak. Bravado can't win it on here, so we're going to see another rotation as Kohvz picks up both these streaks. Going to come in, can't find RahilBux as RahilBux does clean him up, but Lithium is yet pre-aiming it, but RahilBux just comes around the corner and absolutely annihilates Lithium. He needs to, I wanted to say he needs to give himself some health, but he didn't need it there as he almost picks up one again. And we all know how good of a player RahilBux is. 25 and 25. He has picked things up. He's on a 5 streak. Can't pick up Lithium there. Lithium is playing a sneaky little corner. And it's yet again the guys from Bravado that is in the hill. Score streaks coming down, and it is Sharpie yet again with his second war machine coming in there. And it's all just nades as Rahil puts out his nade there as well as he picks up the war machine player of White Rabbit Gaming. And it's yet again all just yellow. They can finish it here. They're just 15 seconds from it. And White Rabbit is going to have to stop them as quick as possible. Make that only 10 seconds now for the win for Bravado. And it is now coming in with a bit of orange kills there. 5 seconds to work with. Make that 4 seconds to work with. And no, they do get in at least. The possession is in White Rabbit Gaming hand. It is RahilBux that's flooding out. War Machine has come in for White Rabbit. RahilBux unfortunately can't do anything, and it is gonna come down. No, it's not gonna come down to rotation, and that is it. It is Bravado walking away with map number 1, 250 to 168. And from White Rabbit Gaming's perspective, it is 37 and 22. So well done for White Rabbit. Just captain leading by example. And if you White Rabbit, maybe you want to see rotations come down a bit quicker. They do get rotation, but still sometimes Bravado just eases their way back into this game, and that's how big an influence can have if you don't play with your full squad. But Bravado nevertheless walks away with map number 1, and that is Arsenal Hardpoint 250 to 1. Let me just make 100% sure before I read you the incorrect scoreline. To 168, 250 to 168 to the guys from Bravado. There we go, and there you have it, the exclamation mark MC. If you bring that out, then you'll see the map count and the scoreline. And on your top side of the screen you'll see your map count now as we get into our next map, which quickly going to bring up the maps for you guys. It is Gridlock Search and Destroy now, and after this we're going to stay on Gridlock for that control, but Search and Destroy is going to have to play a huge role in White Rabbit Gaming, as they need to walk away with this to stand any other chance, because I can't see that any team will take a control away from Bravado at this stage. And we can see yet again here, it is a sniper. Yeah, I think one sniper. We have a Maddox, an ICR. Yeah, no Sorgs to be seen on the side of the teams. I don't know who it is though. But now we will quickly update the scoreline at the top side as we jump on board with Hypz with a sniper. Yep, Hypz picking up one. He's filthy with the sniper, but the players are falling for Bravado. It is all clustered in the middle, and I'm going to jump on board with player number 2, Scorpio. He's going to have to play a big role with his captain Lithium. He does pick up one, and he jigs and jives, but he can't get the kill, and it's all up to Inferno. And Inferno only has the sniper, but Hypz does spot him and does take him out. So that's one round good for Bravado, or for White Rabbit, and this is exactly the start they needed. They need to keep building on this, as this might be the only chance to get a map on the board. And if they can maybe take this, they can take the edge into the control, just getting their momentum going. And obviously the momentum on Bravado's side after watching that hard point. And now we're going to jump on board with the attacking team, that is White Rabbit, and SlayerJay is the pickup for White Rabbit. We'll see what he can do with the Maddox in hand. First blood has gone down for Bravado, so they've got the man advantage. See no one of Bravado going down for that flank, and we know how difficult it is to retake this bomb. We'll see what they can do. Rahil will be the aggressor to push up as he puts some shots into his teammates. Inferno does pick up another one with a sniper. It's 2v2. It is Cerberus and Sharpie versus the guys from the nade comes in, and Inferno with that RK7. We know how deadly that pistol can be, and Bravado jumps right back into it. And the biggest thing we can take away from that is how aggressive Bravado was in retaking that bomb. We know how difficult it can be to retake that bomb once they plant it out on the far side of the bomb and just hanging back at the 15-wheeler. But Bravado makes it look easy. They push up, the nade gets a kill there, and they're just being the aggressive team out of the two, making sure they're in the faces of White Rabbit, and they get a round of their own. So everything's tied up, one apiece, as we go into this next round. And 3-1 is Inferno yet again, the man to watch. We'll stay on board with him, see if he can catch up anyone, maybe with a nade or the snipe. Nade coming in, he might pick up some players, but they all have flak jacket, can't find a kill there. Player number 4, if I jump on board with Lithium, he is the closest to any of them if he picks up 2. Rahil finding one of his own, and it's all up to Sharpie. Sharpie finds one, can he find another? He can jump on his POV. It's a 1v3, and this is going to be one hell of a battle, as it's against Lithium, Rahil and Scorpio. With the bomb now being planted, we can see Sharpie backing out, just making sure no one is pushing him. But for me, this is already a losing battle for Sharpie. He's 4-1. He's not close to streaks. He did die. If he was on a 4 streak, maybe just playing his streaks. But Rahil just in and out from that hit glitch, just picking that corner. But at this stage, it is definitely an L on the board for White Rabbit Gaming on this round. let's jump on board with an IGL of White Rabbit Gaming. That is LiLNato, the legend of their team, an old bully I call him, but we'll see if he can pick up anyone with the thermal sniper. And it's gonna look like White Rabbit's gonna get that bomb down again, like a carbon copy move of the previous round, getting the bomb down and then backing out to 15-wheeler. We can see all of them go out now, but it is gonna be Kohvz that finds SlayerJay rotating back there, and we can see now if they can opt to do the same thing. A nade comes over. Can he pick up anyone? No, it doesn't seem like it, as KyleHypz. Does he get a collateral there? I did not see that, but it is a 2v3 now. Nato is going to play a big role here. If he can maybe just pick up one, but he's going to be picked by Inferno. He doesn't get the kill there, is Inferno, but Nato comes up huge with an RK7. Everyone knows where he is, and he's going to be flooded, and that's another round on the board for Bravado Gaming. And it's led by the captain again, 6-2 on a 6 streak. That finds his lightning strike. And leading by example is the captain from Bravado, as they take another round, and that is 3-1. And the biggest thing that WRG can maybe think about, yes, they get bombed down, but they just not winning their gunfights. They've got the strat down, getting bombed down, going back to 15-wheeler, but every single time they just get slayed out. Maybe not playing together, getting those trades, but at this stage it's flawless play from Bravado, and it is going to be difficult for WRG. Just keep in mind they are playing with their sub, that is SlayerJay. He's currently 1-3, and I'm looking at Nato maybe picking it up. He is 1-4. They need him desperately. I'm going to jump on board with Lithium. He's 6-2. He's 75 off his lightning strike, and we can see how aggravated he's playing at the moment. Throws a nade over. Is he going to pick up anyone? No, doesn't pick up anyone. And here comes the onslaught of Bravado again. Lithium picks up a kill there. He's just going to duck and dive. It's a 3v2 yet again. KyleHypz with the sniper. If you can maybe... they just cross his sights, and he does pick up Inferno there, so it's a 2v2, but the bomb is being planted, so there's a positive for Bravado maybe taking into this. They do see someone rotate over. Lithium is gonna get that kill. Hypz all left alone in a 1v1. It is Hypz and Rahil, and Hypz comes on top. He gets the kill, and it's 3-2. What a big round coming in from White Rabbit Gaming. Dude, carries another round for White Rabbit, and this is what they needed from the start. They need someone to go huge, and who better than KyleHypz, as he's picking up one with the sniper, and then picks up Rahil to win them the round. We can see, maybe if we just look at specialist, we don't usually see specialists in search and destroy. Keep in mind that things have now changed, that only the kills or scored or damage will count towards your progression for your specialist. And we can see now they're trying to get bomb down is WRG. They do get it down. Hypz almost gets taken out by a nade, but bomb goes down, and every single round WRG had bomb, they did get it down, but they just, from this stage, it is provided just every single time just comes back, slays out, and gets the bomb defused. Let's see if they can do something different, as Hypz is gonna come to the flank. If he can pick up maybe one, his job has done. He spots one. He's going to find Rahil from the back. And it's a 2v2 currently now. It's Lithium and Scorpio versus Nato and Hypz. And play number 2, Scorpio is on the bomb. He's going to be taken out. And KyleHypz finds both yet again. And it's 3-all now going into round number 7. And we did say in the beginning that Search and Destroy might be a game that WRG can walk away with here, and at this stage still looking good for them, as it's 3-3 as Scorpio gets that Blixum in there with 7 health to spare. And from both sides, if we just bring up the scorecard, from you guys there. We can see the score 1-5 there and 1-5 on the other side for Hypz. So those two probably the only two in the run to maybe get their specialist. So we'll see now as jump on board with Hypz. He did find both his score streaks as well, so that's a positive for them. Sharpie comes in with the nade, and we'll see what they can do. It's a 4v5 currently, and WRG in the good here. If they can maybe walk around away with this. Hypz does pull up a Hailstorm, does find Inferno, so this is a 5v3 and so possible for them to walk away with this round W. V3 and Hypz yet again with that sniper. He's just everywhere with that sniper as he picks up the last kill there, and it's now 4-3 to White Rabbit. And bringing up that scorecard, Hypz does have his gravity slam, so we'll see how pivotal that plays in the next couple of rounds. As Sharpie takes care of Rahil there as well. So from White Rabbit, things are looking good. From Bravado, they need to stop White Rabbit from planting that bomb, as this time it's been all good their side. And I'm going to stay on board with Hypz. He's 12-3, and that's insane just to see in the search and destroy against a team like Bravado. He's got his gravity slam, and he's going to be the aggressor. We can see White Rabbit, Bravado maybe knows that he has a specialist to work with, so they just back out, and bombs being planted yet again by Sharpie. And we'll see now how Bravado decides to retake this. Just keep in mind, Hypz still has a score streak to work with. And player number 3, that's in the middle of the map, Hypz comes in with a gravity slam, only finds one, but a trade does come in. It's a 3v4 currently for the guys from White Rabbit. If they can maybe capitalize on this, it's going to be a huge place. Rahil comes up top with 2 of his own, so it's all up to LiLNato, and LiLNato can't come out on top as BVD bounces back to take this round, and it's all tied up yet again for a piece going into round number 9. And sheesh, the search and destroy can't get any closer. And just to think that WRG might be playing with a team member less, it's crazy to see. But for White Rabbit, just keep going, to keep doing what you're doing. And if you're a Bravado fan, you're just waiting for them to clutch it up, and just knowing the team that they're more than capable of doing that. I think we jump on board with Rahil, the player from Bravado. He's 3-7, and I think the guys from White Rabbit has read the play from Bravado as the score streaks come down. Hypz takes out Lithium, so the man advantage there early on for White Rabbit. They just need to capitalize on this now, and if they can, this might be taking White Rabbit away, one round away from taking the search and destroy. But the bomb is down as Bravado's looking to pick it up. Inferno does pick up one. Rahil picks up one of his own in the rotation at the back there, but Rahil might be met with another player that is LiLNato. So if he turns around and maybe looks for that kill there, he knows it's his job to make sure no one comes in from the flank. But I think he just had timing on him as he's going to get shot down from behind. Can he get away? No, he can't. It's a 1v2. It's all up to LiLNato yet again, but the bomb is in Bravado's hands. We can see a rotation will come in from them, but it looks like LiLNato has read it perfectly. If he can maybe just go through broken, well, no, he hasn't. And the bomb now goes down, so LiLNato has the knowledge now to go over to A, and if he can get that first pick and not get traded out, this might be a round on the board for them. He spots Kohvz, and we can see them working together. Yeah, he does spot Kohvz, and we can see player number 1, he's just watching the one entrance there as LiLNato backs down. He's going to find one of Inferno. He does find Inferno. Now it's a LiLNato versus Kohvz, two good friends. In real life, we'll see now if he can pick up the kill. It is Kohvz going to pick a jiggle and jive. LiLNato Unfortunately, can't get the kill there. He almost thought he had it with the hit fire, but unfortunately can't get the round win, but does get the kill. And this one goes to Bravado, as they now 1 round away from taking the search and destroy. And you almost thought there LiLNato found the kill there of Kohvz, and I think he thought he had it himself with that hit fire there at the end, but unfortunately couldn't come out with that one. But now Bravado 1 round away. As you can see, Inferno here takes up his counterpart with the sniper. KyleHypz at the top window. Now we are looking at Lithium. It is their last round if they could take this one. So they maybe invest streaks now if they see he's not at A. And that's exactly what they did. They know the team of White Rabbit wasn't at A. So obviously they went to B. Player number 3, Rahil, is going to have to find a big kill here. Is Lithium? Yeah, Lithium is pinging, calling them out. And LiLNato comes up huge. As Lithium calls him his streak, he does find 1, he does find 2. Cerberus and Sharpie all to do to keep their hopes alive in the search and destroy. Scorpio doesn't find the kill. They find 2 now, White Rabbit, and it's a 2v2. It's Cerberus and Sharpie versus Lithium and Inferno. 2 of the longest steaming teammates, Lithium and Inferno. We'll see if they can come up with a W to take the search and destroy. Is Bravado, and then from White Rabbit you've got Cerberus and Sharpie. They're rotating over to A, and looks like Sharpie is now going to get the bomb down, but Bravado has their eyes still on B, and the bomb is going to be planted. So a positive there for White Rabbit. And we'll see now if Bravado can retake this. See Lithium in showers currently. He's just aiming. He does see 1. Did he sneak past? Yes, he does sneak past, but he can't get the kill there. Both of the players there, and Lithium unfortunately can't come huge, but he does find 1. Sharpie comes back to get that kill there with a sneaky body shot there on Inferno. But now it is round 11 in search and destroy. Both teams playing incredibly good search and destroy, and Bravado Lithium has invested both his streaks. No, he doesn't have his gravity slam, so no specialist to use from Bravado's side. It's all clean. It's all going to come down to gun skill and who's got the better IGL. We'll see now what happens, and I'm going to jump on board with the attacking team that is Bravado. We jump on board with Kohvz, and we'll see what he can do. KyleHypz yet again with his sniper, trying to get a pick there. A nade comes through, doesn't pick up anyone. Bomb goes down immediately. As quick as Lithium got on it, he planted the bomb. And this is going to be a difficult retake as Kohvz comes up huge versus Cerberus there. Gets that first blood. Kohvz just comes out with his life, and as I say that, he does fall, but Inferno gets a kill of his own. Inferno getting 2 there. IGL leading by example, finding 3. Inferno, Lithium finding 1, getting his gravity slam at the end there, and that's another round for another map on the board for Bravado as they take the search and destroy. And it all started off with Inferno, as we can see with the kill cam. He finds 1, he finds his second as he re-picks their weak. And then at the top here, yet again, Inferno should have died, but he gets the shot punch, and then Lithium comes in with the gravity slam. So yet again, it's Bravado coming up with that clutch factor as they take map number 2, 6-5, and round 11. We would have thought it would have been that close, but search and destroy, one of the go modes that can go anyway. And Bravado showing us why they the best team in DellasZA currently, as we now go along to a gridlock. We're staying on the same map, but we're going to gridlock control. And if you've just joined us, welcome ladies and gentlemen. I can see you just popping over 60. So welcome and thank you for joining us in stream. It is the number 1 team Bravado taking on the number 2 team, that is White Rabbit Gaming in DellasZA. And what a game do we have here for you guys. Bravado taking that first hard point 150 to 163, I think it is. And then we saw this round 11 search and destroy that has just finished. And now it is White Rabbit trying to fight for all they're worth in this control. It might be one-sided. I said Bravado, this might be their strongest game mode, that is control. And we'll see now if White Rabbit can counter that. And it's going to be starting, it's going to have to start with LiLNato maybe not having the best search and destroys, but if he can pick things up, and yes, SlayerJay, the 6th of White Rabbit, is playing here, so if he can pick things up, it's going to be a very, very good matchup. As I change the score for you guys here, and if you didn't know, the map count is in the top side of your logos there on the top. So you don't need to ask what the map count is, just check the top side, as it's trading to go down from either side. And the attacking team is the guys from Bravado, so it is going to be WRG that needs to stop them. And it's going to look like all of the yellow arrows is at A, and they're going to try and contest it, but Kohvz comes up huge. Scorpio finds one of his own, he picks up two with a Blixum there on LiLNato. And it is going to be a full tick on A. Attention is going to be pulled over to B. And it's going to start off with Rahil. Maybe this not a very strong start from him, but he is going to almost beam score Cerberus off that head glitch. He's just going to stay there. He knows he doesn't miss a bullet. And we can see him. He's just contesting. No one's going to get him underneath that car. The nades coming in. Doesn't pick up anyone. But a very, very good start from Bravado. Got the first tick. Made sure they got their kills. And this is going to be the first sticker that's going to go bypassed as well. And the biggest thing to look for as well is the kill count on the top side of your screen. 21 to 15 on the hands of Bravado. And they're crawling their way back to this now, as it's 19-15 to Bravado. And at least they've got that first pick, as Bravado is a jump on board with a White Rabbit Gaming player now. That is SlayerJay, 3-3. See here now, it's only 3 players left for Energy. Lol. Energy Esports, I wanted to say, is that I have it on my screen, but on your screen it is White Rabbit versus Bravado Gaming, and White Rabbit only one guy left alive, and that is the 6th, but it has been captured by Bravado. And this is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. The control of Bravado is just insane. I can't think have they even lost the control in the KyleHypz before? Maybe 2-3 months ago, yes. But from that stage, since coming back from CWL London, it is all BVD on control as they take round number 1. We'll see if WRG can replicate that. And to replays yet again, if you look at the top side of your screen next to the logos, you'll find the map counts right there. No need to ask for that anymore, just open your eyes and you'll find the map count on your screen. And if you want to know the scores, just !MC and you'll find that as well. But we can see WRG coming, doing something different as they turn their attention to B from the start. But Kohvz picks up 2, and is that nail in the coffin for White Rabbit from the start here. You see now WRG, White Rabbit Gaming, turning their attention now to A, saying, guys, we tried B once, let's not keep pushing it. They are set up there, as Hypz now slides past, gets a kill on Kohvz there with a nice hit punch, and the Sharpie finds Lithium there as well. So this might be a zone captured for them. Player number 1 is Inferno, coming in from behind, but he only picks up 1. Picks up 2 as well, but it is going to be BVD. I wanted to say that BVD maybe giving up this, but Scorpio coming up huge, and this is why he is in Bravado Gaming, as he comes up huge and takes that ticker back do that second one, so they need to rebuild in that first to get that last ticker in. And it is going to be play number 7, KyleHypz, that might be capping this one on its own, as Bravado has given it up 20-17. Bravado has the edge on the kill counter, but we'll see now what they can do. Play number 2, Scorpio, is going to be playing a big role here at the back to see if he can maybe stop this, get some shots into SlayerJay. But it is Inferno yet again with the flank, picking up 3 yet again as he's on streaks 13 and 2. Only died 2 times from the start of this control, and this is why he's the, well, arguably the best ICR player in KyleHypz. He's finding his Hellstorm there, almost picks up LiLNato, but LiLNato does stop him in his track, giving him only his 3rd kill, or his 3rd death there. And we can see it's all the yellow markers. Look at your minimap, all the yellow markers from Bravado in the faces of White Rabbit, them being the orange. And this is going to be the second ticker on the board. 4 players left. Make that 3. It's HypZ, SlayerJay, and Cerberus in a 3v15. Make that a 2v15. It's highly impossible to win this. And it's all up to SlayerJay. He's 5 and 12. Not looking good for him. And he's going to be taken out from behind. And that's another round on the board for Bravado. They're making things look easy. And it's no surprise, as Bravado definitely has the upper hand, with White Rabbit being a not here with their full team. They're playing with their 6, that is SlayerJay, keeping in mind that. But Bravado, nevertheless, they still come out and they do business, as Kohvz finds that also crucial kill there. And this might be the last round, ladies and gentlemen. This might be the last round, we'll see. And I'm going to start off with Inferno yet again. Why not? He's 14 and 3. Attack 5 is coming out for Bravado. And Bravado Inferno also the only one with a specialist to work with. So we'll see, maybe if he pulls out the Tempest. Lithium picks up 3 with his Gravity Slam. And if you're starting off like this in a round of control, you're already putting the opposing team on the back foot. As Bravado captures A as quick as the game started, that's as quick as that one fell, as SlayerJay will fall. No, he has his oh, he actually didn't fall, so he had his flak jacket on, and that Hellstorm couldn't kill, couldn't take him out, and the Tempest has been pulled. So we'll see what Inferno can do with that. He's going to be met by KyleHypz. He's going to shut him down now. He's going to turn around, find Sharpie as well. LiLNato's there as well. Can LiLNato at least stop this rampage of a man? He finds another one. He's only 25 now away from his second lightning, as he finds that one as well. 27 and 16, the kill counter here as well. Who's not here from WRG? That is Clankus. Clanko is not here, but Lithium picks up 2, and this is all over, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what I mean. Look at Bravado's control. It is insane, and it's all thanks to that man, Bravado Inferno. Dying, let's just have a look here. He only died 3 times, 21 and 3, and we saw that incredible Tempest player there at the end. GG's to Bravado, making things look easy and just showing us yet again why they are the #1 team in Call of Duty South Africa. Hard luck for White Rabbit Gaming as they go back, unfortunately playing with their 6th, though. Hopefully that wouldn't be the case next time, where they can get their full team against this powerhouse of Bravado. But GG's to both teams. WRG just falling, I wouldn't say falling short, just falling short in regards of they not having their full squad here. But knowing them, they're just going to go back to the drawing board, get their team together and keep grinding. Whatever the reason was for Clanker not being here, they'll sort it out and they'll get back onto it. But Bravado, just flawless things from there again. Maybe at the beginning of the hard point things looked a bit slow from Bravado, but they came out firing from the start. And I'm just going to run through the score count here for you guys again. We saw an Arsenal hard point that went to Bravado, 250 to 1. I'm just going to make sure here, 250 to 168. Then we saw a search and destroy gridlock that went to round 11. Yeah, it was crazy. Round 11, but it was Bravado yet again walking away with a 6-5 victory there. And then we went to Control, where we saw an absolute domination from Bravado 3-0 on Gridlock, taking the series 3-0, and they are your VS Gaming Cup 3 champions. And WRG comes in with the second. I think BVD walks away with 2k, and it is WRG walking away with 1k. That is only for the cups. The teams will now be decided who has qualified. We still have one more cup to qualify for the VS Gaming Championships that will be taking place in October. So still a lot of Call of Duty to be played for VS Gaming. For the other tournament organizers, not too much, but we still have VS Gaming to look forward to. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I do thank you for joining me in the stream. I can tell you guys are already tired of my voice speaking 24/7. But thank you very much. GG's to Bravado, showing yet again why they the team to beat. Bravado are your VS Gaming Cup 3 champions. GG's to them. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking by, and check you guys next time. Cheers.